Hey, y'all. Welcome to CrossPolitic on the Fight Laugh Feast Network. Pastor Toby Chuck Knox.
We are not here.
And, the water.
We
boy.
are not
we're
here.
traveling right now on our way to Fort Worth, Texas.
Be there.
No, we're probably in the air.
No.
Or landing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something like that. It's a long day. It's a long time. It's a long time to travel from Idaho to Texas. It's just the way it is.
It's like 3 hours. What are you talking about?
We thought we'd have some fun this show and kind of give you guys a little pastime of Fight Laugh Feast conferences.
Pastime.
Yeah, a little,
Review?
Going down memory lane.
Memory lane.
That's not what I thought the show was gonna
Nostalgic
be.
Fight Laugh Feast conferences.
Yeah, it was not advertised to me this way
no,
either.
me either.
No,
And then I don't know what you guys are talking about. And then we're
I think we need to have a meeting about the show right now. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have I don't have like go down
Nostalgic
memory
lane. It's so good.
Nostalgic lane.
Nostalgic lane. Yep.
I don't want to
It's
live on
not
that
a
street.
thing. It's not a thing. Nostalgic lane is not a thing.
It is. If you know me, I still got my old Bieber from high school. Okay, man.
Your old what?
My old Bieber from high school.
Did you say beeper?
I did. Did
Pager?
you guys,
Pager.
Yeah, you guys have pager in high school?
I did not, but Jenny did.
My mom,
'Cause I remember
she bought
calling that
none of
pager.
our kids a pager.
Hey, girl,
Oh, yeah.
hit me up. 325.
My mom.
Wait. Did you do the love thing on it where you typed in like love?
I don't know if I did or not.
Oh yeah, I did. I know all the codes and all that
3-7.
stuff.
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know if I did, but I remember paging.
My mom bought
So a pager.
none of the kids in my family a pager except for me, so she could keep track of this guy.
You guys have to explain to people what a pager are, because a lot of people who are listening probably don't know what a pager is.
This little black, I guess it came in different colors, but black little box. And it just has just an analog.
It can only take phone numbers.
Yeah, only have like one little strip of numbers.
Yeah.
But it would vibrate or beep.
Saying call this number.
Yeah, and so you call and then you'd enter the number that you wanted them to call
into
you
the
back.
payphone. You
Yeah, I
have
know.
to go find like a payphone or something
I know.
like that.
Yeah. So this is before cell phones.
Yep.
And
Jacob, did you know what a pager was? Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
he
yeah,
did,
yeah.
yeah. His dad's been around.
Right.
yeah. So, anyways,
That's funny.
So I don't remember how we got there.
So
Memory
lane, nostalgic lane.
Nostalgic lane.
Yeah.
Oh my
so
goodness.
our first conference started back in 2020.
Yes.
And I remember when we started the show in 2016. One of the reasons why we wanted to start a conference is because we wanted
no.
we wanted to.
We didn't want to start a conference.
I wanted to start a conference. I
Let's
guess
just remember this
I had to
right.
talk Knox and Toby into starting a
No,
conference.
we did not want to do a
Knox
conference.
and I were hauled backwards through the hedge.
It's like, I'm going to do it anyway.
Hey, look, we're at a
Hey guys, I already
conference.
signed a contract.
No, how it goes with Gabe is like, hey, you know what? We should do a conference. Me and Toby are like, no, let's not do it. Next time we have a meeting, so we're doing this
Yeah.
conference.
So
And-
when we do the conference, what? Wait a second.
Wait.
Yeah, and so there's a picture that.
Darren Doan took.
Darren
That was our
Doan.
first conference promo photo.
Yeah.
That we took back in 2020,
'Cause
sometime 2020.
Knox and I's thinking was if the conference thing didn't work out, we could become a band.
yes.
And we were
Yes.
we just
we were going to compete with DC Talk.
we were,
No.
no.
That ship has sailed.
So a long time ago.
But-
they sailed, not us.
Yeah. Well, anyways.
But
so,
the reason you were going to say something first. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Reason.
I was just going to say that the reason I didn't want to do a conference because I didn't feel like anybody was going to come.
Right.
You got to remember, podcasts don't do conferences.
Right.
Right. Especially in this era. Like that era was like, okay, yeah, we're going to do a conference. Like, no, Gabe, I mean, we do need to do something for like legacy folks and try to build
but podcasts don't do
relationships
conferences.
with people outside of just the microphone and the internet stuff.
Yeah.
But we're just not there yet.
So we went to so that January we went to Nashville
Yeah, we went on a tour.
and Knox was deathly ill.
Yes, I had COVID before everybody else did.
Yeah.
And Neil.
Yeah. Knox and Neil had
And the white guys were sitting in the front minivan driving up and down East Coast.
Racist bug ever.
Not perfectly healthy.
Yeah, China virus.
Yeah.
We stopped. So we were originally going to go to Rocketown.
Yeah,
in Nashville.
And I'd signed a contract with them and before COVID hit.
And we have the video of us visiting.
Yeah.
So Knox is dying in the minivan.
We stopped by the original place, Rocketown.
This is where we were going to do it.
Yeah, let's roll that clip. This is Neil filming, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, CrossPolitic, this is Pastor Toby and the Waterboy coming at you in Nashville at our event center where we're going to have our first annual Fight Laugh Feast conference October 1st through the 3rd. And so we hope to see you there. As you guys can see, this is where all the chairs are going to be set up. The audience will have.
This is where the party's going to happen.
We'll have vendors here, booths, tables set up, coffee in the back. We're really excited about this event center. It's going to handle up to 1,000 people for our first year conference.
And I promise I will keep Gabe off the drums. He will not play any drums during the entire conference. I promise. But Chocolate Knox might be on the organ over here, so
playing the Hammond B5.
he might hit it. He might
Maybe
hit
Virgil.
Yeah. Get it on your calendars now. October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. You can go to fightlaughfeast.com and sign up for information. Registration will be open very soon.
Yeah.
We got a list of speakers.
This was like 4 years ago,
and we are excited. Nashville, Tennessee, October 1, 2, 3, 2020. Come fight, laugh, and feast with us, guys.
So that was our first promo video.
Yep.
Ever.
And but we didn't end up there.
No. Because remember COVID.
So yeah, I mean, like if you came to the first conference, and I love still meeting people who were like, I met you at the first conference.
Yeah.
You were I mean, of course it's just it's sort of a blur now. There's been a lot of conferences, but COVID hit.
Yeah.
I mean, it was starting to hit, that January.
Yep.
And by March the
world went crazy.
It went crazy. And so midway through the summer, we're watching Tennessee because Tennessee is like, maybe it's going to be open, maybe it's not.
Yeah.
It's open, it's not open.
I was calling the event coordinator
Yeah.
I remember
every either week or month in July, June, July, August. And then September came and Nashville had re-shut down.
Right.
And I told the event coordinator, this is Michael W. Smith and his nonprofit own Rocketown.
Right.
And so I knew, like, they're not into controversy. Right. But I told the event coordinator, I said, we will pay your $1,000 a day fine.
Right.
That's $3,000. We can handle it. I can put that in the budget.
They weren't into it. And so Gabe pivots, and we end up at a soccer field.
In Franklin, Tennessee.
Indoor soccer arena in Franklin, just south of Nashville. Look at that happy crowd, though. And
still one of my. It's super nostalgic.
Love that neon green.
Yeah. Kids had Legos and they're playing on the ground.
Yeah, totally awesome. But probably one of the only conferences in 2020 that happened in person.
Right.
Yeah.
And notice all those happy smiling faces.
No mask.
Like not a mask in sight.
Mm-hmm.
And for many of these people, it was the first time they'd gather with other Christians in
6 months.
In
or something.
months.
Since the beginning of the year, yeah.
With no mask, all that stuff.
So we're singing, we're celebrating God's goodness.
I mean, there's real tears at that conference, like like just joyful tears.
The cops did show up.
I was going to say that, yeah.
To make sure that we knew that it was legal for us to meet. And Gabe said, yes, we understand it is legal for us to meet. And they said, very good, thank you very much. And then they left.
I think those cops were like put on it.
Yeah,
they had to do
it. Of course. No, but it was glorious.
Yeah.
We got kicked out of Nashville, had to go to Franklin.
So that's 2020.
Yeah, I think we got another video here of the kind of recap of this conference. I think so. Is that next? This is us singing. So good.
Praise him, all creatures,
Beautiful. Elliot, he got engaged.
He's married.
He got married.
Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Weapons for this war. Beautiful. I still get the chills.
Amen.
I don't think people understand
That was the last song of the conference.
that conference has been the hardest conference to beat.
Yeah.
Because what was going on at the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was like none other because it was in a moment like none other.
And what you got to remember, Gabe's arrest led right up to this.
That's right.
So,
too. That's right too. Yeah.
So
And
Gabe,
there's just tons of energy from
It
all
was.
2020, the rest, everything that had happened.
Right.
Is amazing.
Is there another video?
I think
or is
there's
this...
another video. Is there another video?
Oh.
Yeah, get us. This is the recap.
Okay.
The reason the Fight, Laugh, Feast conference is crucial is the combination of those words. Christians need to learn how to fight, they need to learn how to laugh, they need to learn how to feast.
The next Reformation, what will it look like?
Hit pause
Probably
real
a
quick.
lot like what we're
Hit pause real quick. See that Fight, Laugh, Feast on the podium?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We had no branding on the podium because we didn't know what we were doing. And I'd taken a shirt, a Fight Laugh Feast shirt, and cut the square out and just wrapped it around the square.
Taped it.
And
then taped
that
it
was
to the
where
podium.
it came from.
That's a very good symbol of Fight Laugh Feast.
That's that's us.
That's right.
Remember,
it's punk rock.
yeah, Darren Doan showed up there too, and he actually duct taped his whole name
Donut.
on Donut.
Donut on
right on his table
His
spread.
table?
Yeah. It
All
was
right,
fantastic.
keep going.
Seen here at this particular conference.
We need to say what the prophets said and do what the prophets did.
Jesus has said, every square inch is mine.
That's right. We need to be more combative than we are. We need to be more cheerful than we are. And we need to be more given over to celebration. The joy of the Lord is our strength.
As in all things, we start with the Word.
Amen. We need to use our entire toolkit, and I think that a lot of Christians, there are certain tools that they haven't traditionally used.
Jesus, when dealing with spiritually dangerous things, Jesus tells the truth in hard ways. He used a serrated edge.
We're on a field of battle, and we fight until the king relieves us of duty. And if we have him with us, we really cannot lose.
When we're fighting, we're singing, much like the Israelites as they sent their choir out in front to lead their armies into battle with song.
The rules of engagement have got to be defined by the dictums of Christ.
The world is asking all kinds of questions, and we've got the answers.
Glenn
Sunshine needs to look like the church described in the scriptures, which is a church that despairs of its own competency and lays hold of the grace and the mercy of Christ.
God put dragons in the world so that we can fight them. And we should fight dragons with shouts of joy.
I want to hear Fight Laugh Feast on 3. 1, 2, 3.
That's so rad.
So what had happened there, that last scene with Darren, is we found this like kind of ritzy, nice bowling alley, but with a full restaurant, full bar. I mean, everything. It was and I'd called them because I said, "Hey, we're coming to Nashville."
It was like 2 blocks away or something.
It was like a block or two away. And I
walk
called them in Franklin and said, "Hey, I got probably 900 people that we're looking for an after party for, and you know some of them are kids and they'll probably go to bed and stuff like that. So we're probably in about 400 or so by the time we get there." And he was just like, "Awesome." Because it's COVID.
That.
You remember?
It was COVID.
Everybody there. They had no business. And all that stuff. And I said, "Man, we don't wear masks. You know, I hope you don't mind, all that stuff." And he's like, "Oh, dude, come on over, please." I said, "We're all Christians. We like to have a beer or two. That's it." And he was just like, "Awesome, awesome, awesome." And then I call up, I think I called up Darren because Darren wanted to figure out how to help fit in somewhere with us. Yeah. And I said, "Will you just buy first round at the bar and the bowling club or whatever?" Yeah. And Darren's like, "I'll do that. I'll buy first round, whatever it means." So we get there, the place is full. Darren stands up and he's like, "Let's go, this on 3.
Fight Laugh Feast on 3.
Just so unplanned. And
that became a tradition.
And that became a tradition because now
after
we have
party.
friends that usually buy first round at every after party.
That's
and
right.
at our after party this year, it's actually, we have a guy who owns a pub. He's just donating it all. He's not even buying, there's no first round stuff.
Wow.
Those after parties too. I mean, that's one of the things.
Singing breaks out.
I know.
Cigars and
pipes and
it's
great
just fellowship
conversations.
and meeting people.
So
Up
the first
until
bowling alley,
1.
we didn't know what we were doing. We're just like, "Hey, we need a place for an after party. Let's do it." You know, it's just, we're coming up with ideas on the fly. Half of this for our first conference. So we
what's
this
new?
bowling alley. Yeah, but what's new? So Darren's the first one. The DCA agency is the first one to buy after drinks and everything. That's where we met Stuart Amadon. So it took me about a year to piece everything. That conference was so crazy, but I remember sitting with Stuart and his guys from Louisiana and the corner, first getting to know him.
Wow.
Back in
we met so many people there.
I know. Yeah.
But and then next year we went back.
Well, we were in Rapid City first.
Oh, that's right.
So I remember the whole COVID moment again.
It was still going.
We doubled down on conferences.
We decided to do our first 2 conferences within 6 months of each other.
Yeah.
And when we got back from Franklin, within weeks, we got back from Franklin.
We're like, you said, guys, we got to do another one.
We got to do another one.
Like faster than we thought.
Yeah.
And so we did a rally
in South Dakota.
In Rapid
Because they
City.
didn't shut down.
They didn't shut down.
Yep.
Right. And so right at the foot of Mount Rushmore.
Yep.
And in South Dakota, you're thinking like 6 months later, how many people are going to come?
Yeah, no, I didn't expect that many to come either.
And I think we had like 700 or something.
We had over 800.
Yeah, 800. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I think it was 900.
It was an almost comparable crowd.
Yeah,
it was
of just hungry, starving people ready to come and like meet with God's people, hear God's words, sing the Psalms.
You remember the title of that conference?
Sing Psalms, love God, defy tyrants.
Yep. Yeah, because I think we figured out too, one of the things that was really obvious is that, well, since the whole psalm sing was where you got arrested, we were like, we probably need to double down on singing some psalms.
Yeah.
And the first conference was just even more evidence of the fact, like, yo, we don't know how to fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Weapons for this war.
Yeah, and so exactly. So we better go ahead and let's teach our people how to sing.
Right.
And it's just it's amazing to watch it really have caught on a lot more.
Yeah. You got Rapid City pictures? No Rapid City pictures?
I think I got a couple of like us on the stage.
I thought there was some pictures.
Some of the pictures.
I'm just thinking of the video.
That's Rapid City.
Now I will say that our whole conferences are inside the pub. If anybody wants, you could come to one. You could. There's still time.
So if you're a club member,
yes.
Steve Dace was at Rapid City.
Oh yeah, Steve. He's coming to Fort Worth.
He's lost weight, by the way.
He's lost a good lot of weight.
Yeah.
But if you're a club member, you have access to what we call the pub.
Yep.
And inside the pub are all the talks from all the conferences.
Fantastic.
Which is, just all by itself.
Fantastic.
And if you're a club member, are you going to be able to stream this conference coming up this week?
So what we're doing for those who want to live stream, we're actually just asking for an email address to live stream because we're learning every year. We're trying to learn something new, trying to figure out what's the best way to do some of the stuff. So you just give the email. It's going to live stream on our website and in our app to anybody who
gives us an email address. You don't have to be a club member?
Don't even have to be a club member this year.
Prodigalamerica.com.
But club members will get the content in the portal in the long run.
Yeah.
So
all of it will be accessed there.
All of it will be accessed there.
So we'll live stream it for anybody who gives us the email address, but then everything's going to go into the club portal, and all club members can get access to all the talks at Prodigal America.
That's correct. There's only 2 events that we're actually live streaming without any email address request and directly to social media, and that'll be the Beer and Psalms on Thursday night, and then our live show that we do on Saturday.
We'll live stream that like usual.
So those will be the 2.
Okay, so then we were in Rapid City. Love God, sing Psalms, or is it sing Psalms, love God? I can't.
Sing Psalms, love God, defy
tyrants. That was.
It's the only time we could get Nate Wilson.
Yeah,
because everything was shut down.
Yeah.
So Hollywood was shut down, so Nate could work with us.
So we have to have another shutdown to get
Nate back in our conference.
Sometimes we've got to pray for shutdowns.
So the third conference was within. So we did 3 conferences within a year.
Yes, we did.
Because it ends up in October in 2021.
So then in October 2021, we went to
Lebanon,
which is just outside Nashville.
Yeah. And the topic of that conference was politics of sex.
Politics of sex. There it is.
And I remember when we first did Beer and Psalms at our October first conference in 2020.
Yeah. Yes.
I had so many emails, calls about the alcohol thing. Oh my gosh, you guys are doing beer and alcohol, and you're going to cause the weaker brother to stumble and all those conversations and everything. And some of them were very good and just honest.
Yeah, just questions. Yeah, not sure.
Then we make it difficult to want to buy tickets at our conference sometimes because we do topics like the politics of sex. This conference, I had so many people email me, is that family friendly?
Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah.
Is it going to be family friendly? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Bring your
Believe
your
it or
kids.
not, this topic is in the Bible.
Right,
Believe it or not. You're supposed to be teaching your family about this.
But politics of sex kind of was scaring people a little bit. And I'm sure people didn't buy tickets because of the title. This is actually at the first Fight Laugh Feast conference in Franklin, Tennessee.
But it had Politics of Sex T-shirts on.
That's correct.
That's why you told our producer to put it in this section.
That's right.
You did this.
That's my fault.
You did it to yourself.
That's my
I'm
fault.
covering you, Bree.
Cobain.
I got you, Bree. I got you, Bree.
Yeah.
But so we put the T-shirts on because we were advertising.
Yeah.
The following year's conference.
Where am I at?
But Knox,
I wasn't sick on this one.
No,
they just cropped me out of the shot. Huh?
Behind the sound booth, or you're just over.
I want whoever took this picture fired.
No, these are all the folks on our network.
Yes,
at the time.
Mark Dewey, Joseph Spurgeon,
Glenn Sunshine,
Matt, How to Build 10,
Keith. The preacher.
Yep, campus preacher.
Glenn
Sunshine representing.
Who's over on this? Oh, that's the
Matt.
Patriarchy on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Joseph Spurgeon.
Joseph Spurgeon and his dude.
Tony.
Tony. I could barely see his eyes because the black beard was so high up.
You can at least see him.
Yeah, where is Chuck?
No, I think you were doing Q&A,
so
and you were
do you have
walking
any
around
other
the mic.
pictures of politics of sex? No, I mean that's not even there. But at least that was the shirt.
Yeah, show us some other.
Vody was there at that conference, wasn't he?
Might be there.
We always do every year. We always bring a bunch of kids up on stage and take pictures. That's a lot of fun.
That's a longshore lady, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. No, I could be wrong.
No, I
could be wrong.
I don't know about that.
Go next one.
I was wrong.
Okay, let's see those kids. Next kids.
Yep.
Oh, a bunch of kids.
So fun. I love my kid pictures.
Yep. Okay.
That we do. Next one. Anything?
I think there was like a Vody. Oh yeah,
there's Vody.
There's Vody.
So this is Lebanon.
Yeah,
there's Vody.
He was there at Lebanon, Politics of Sex. Isn't there a shot of all of us on the stage? I thought there was like a.
There probably is.
Oh, there we go.
That was our live show.
That was
this
our
year.
live show. Yeah, with Pastor Doug and Vody.
I had a great time with Vody at that conference.
Yeah.
And then, so this was Lebanon. A lot of fun. We were in a new event center. Lebanon, Tennessee is a little outside of Nashville, so it was
like 1,400 people at that conference.
Yeah, 1,400 at that conference.
I still am amazed that
it's actually about 1,450.
Wow,
is what it was.
I'm still amazed that people come. You know, like it's just we have such a good time. One of the reasons that we did a conference, we wanted to try and be the most unique. People can do conferences, and that's fine how they do them, and there's a lot of that out there. But we wanted to try and carve out a particular niche for our conference where the conference wasn't the thing that just happened on stage,
right?
But didn't have a green room where the speakers were over here, but was just everybody together. It was like a little family get together, and so even like the dinners we did together, the fellowship together, going out and hanging out. We had breakout sessions at hotels where everybody's hanging out together outside, and having a cigar and talking. And there's so many great things that you can't even list. The benefits of being together in fellowship, you can't even list on a website. This is what you're going to get when you go to a conference.
Right.
And that's one of the things I've really loved about our conference is that everybody is absolute. There's no real superstar that's hidden behind a security guard. That's got everybody's there, and you can talk to them, and you can have engagement with them, and it's a blast.
So then the following year we went to
this is
Knoxville.
We're Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why we've actually focused on Tennessee so much is because it's been a conservative state that is definitely wobbly. It's drifting wobbly.
Left.
And so we have a bunch of friends there. We have a lot of connections, and we're on the West Coast. So what we can do on the East Coast, that kind of thing.
It's felt like a place that a lot of people on the East Coast can get to.
Real simply.
We also have Grace Agenda here in Moscow every August.
That's full.
And so our thought has been, well, there's something here for a lot of people on the West Coast, and obviously people from the East Coast can come visit too. But we've wanted to sort of take Moscow on the road. And so we've wanted to take a little bit of our version, our flavor, take it out on the road. And so Tennessee has felt like a central place. And so we did that for 3 years. So we went to Knoxville. Are there pictures of Knoxville?
No? We got Knoxville. That's Megan Basham, Jason Whitlock on the live show. Serrated Edge was the topic.
Propaganda, storytelling, and the Serrated Edge.
That was a good show.
That was the theme. And
that show is actually live. It's in our app or it's live on Facebook. You should go watch it because it was about journalism. It was about the fourth estate.
And this is a lot that happened before Megan really blew up too, right? Like she was already kind of digging a little bit. And then Jason was there. That was fantastic. That was such a great live show.
It was a great conversation. Yeah. So we had a good. Do we have other pictures of that one?
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, there's a video.
There's Knoxville. We're going to skip the video because we actually got to. Toby doesn't have very much long.
Okay.
And I want to get through the other two conferences.
Okay. So Jumpy Castles.
Jumpy Castles at Knoxville. So every year we get Jumpy Castles at our conference. We got one this year and everything. We usually put the adjacent room over.
Yo, that thing was packed.
The kids, you see.
I came over there. We're testing it out on this image, but I came over there and I was about to go to the Jumpy Castles, and I was
I ain't getting in there.
No.
When you notice, all our Jumpy Castles, we actually have a start and a finish.
Yeah.
Because if you just do a Jumpy Castle where everyone gets inside and bounces, it gets chaotic. And so at least the start and finish help the flow of children come through.
Pretty fun.
So it's a lot of fun. We'll have it at this conference this year too. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit because Toby's got to go here in a minute. But
I guess we all have to go because we're probably getting off a plane.
After Knoxville, we're at the Ark Encounter.
Ark Encounter?
Yeah.
Ark Encounter. Yeah. One of my most favorite family. Look at all them kids.
Knox, there you are.
I made it.
You made it. You're one of the kids.
Yeah.
Hundreds. Our conference in Fort Worth, we have 127 kids under the age of 5.
Yes.
Under the age of 5.
I love that.
How many?
127 kids.
Under the age of 5. In Fort Worth this week.
In Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. But look at all those kids at the Ark Encounter.
Massive family-friendly event. Just enjoyable. The Ark Encounter, the cool thing about it, first of all, the Ark Encounter was expensive because you had to buy our ticket and you had to buy the Ark Encounter ticket.
Yeah.
But it was it was like going to Disneyland a little bit. It's kind of like that whole kind of
it was
amusement park experience.
Instead of seeing like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, you see Gabe the Water Boy and Knox.
And I didn't ride a camel. I was disappointed so many people.
We tried to.
There's a petting zoo with camels.
That's true.
And Knox didn't ride it. So the Ark Encounter is fantastic. Ken Ham, Dr. Gordon Wilson. Yeah. I still remember Doug's talks.
So I'm not in that picture, huh?
No, this is right after the conference.
Gabe and Knox are in this one, but not me. I got cut out.
You're behind the
Who cropped that picture?
So this is the Ark Encounter. Remember, Eddie Robles was making fun of John Roots.
Yes, that's right.
John Root was a hoodie with
a sport coat with the hoodie.
Yeah, and so Eddie came dressed to because Eddie and John Root had been kind of nippy back and forth online.
Well, they were both at the conference.
Yeah, and so
John Root
had a chance to meet.
I have another picture of the three of us
together.
It was so much fun. It was a lot of fun.
Okay.
That's how we make fun of each other and then we fellowship. It's a lot of fun.
That's great.
And so we did go next. I think there's a couple other photos here where we did outdoor psalm sing at the Ark Encounter.
Sing. Yep.
Beautiful.
That was beer and psalms.
Being in Kentucky is like the legalistic, alcoholic capital of not alcoholic. Bootleg laws of the 1920s. So it's hard to find a place where a bunch of men, women, and kids can come together, sing psalms, and drink, beer, wine, and lemonade. So we ended up outside at the county fairgrounds.
Yeah.
It was about the only place we could do
worked.
But it worked, and it was so much fun.
I mean, Kentucky's known for their bourbon, but apparently...
Yeah, but only on Bourbon Lane or something.
I don't know.
I love the teaching of psalms that happens at these.
But that was an awesome psalm sing.
Yeah, is so much fun.
Next slide.
So next slide.
Oh!
And then here we go.
Sam
Here
and
we go.
Therese.
Every year, we do some sort of single mixer. Now, this relationship didn't start from our single mixer. I just want to
No.
But
we sure helped
every year from the singles mixer, we usually have a couple people find each other, get engaged, and all that stuff.
And this is one of them. I did this wedding.
Did you?
I was there.
Yeah.
I did this wedding in the
So
in the
Sam
summer.
and Therese.
Yeah.
Therese had been. We've known her since Arizona.
Yep.
And she came up here because she just wanted more community from Arizona. And of course, we've known Sam for a couple years before.
Actually, I think the Christians came to the first conference.
I
don't know if Sam. I don't know if Sam was there or not.
No, he wasn't.
But Pierce and I think his parents.
Pierce and JC was. The mom wasn't there.
Yeah, they were at the first one in Franklin on the soccer field, and this is the result.
It moved up here like right after that.
Moved up here, and look at what God did.
They drove from North Carolina to Franklin to come to our conference. Sam, Pierce, and JC.
Yep.
And after that conference, they're like, we're going to Moscow.
We're going to Moscow.
And they drove all the way to Moscow to hang out, get to know it, and then drive home and everything. And so this is Sam and Therese. And so we actually got a singles mingles event again, but you got to come to the conference to find out where it's at.
Next slide.
Because we don't announce it.
That's this is there we go. That's
Ark Encounter.
Ark Encounter.
Full house.
Okay.
Look at those
Beautiful
people.
full
It's
house.
amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yep.
For real. Next.
And then after the Ark Encounter, because this was 2012. Oh, let's play the recap video, and then we'll talk about our conference, and we're done.
Okay.
Neil. Always wrestling. Come on. Joe Rigney. That was when Joe was still at
I thought he had just got it. He had just got it.
I had them booked before. Yeah.
Sam.
There you
Sam.
Jason Farley.
Camden.
Feasting.
After party.
The last number of years, Fight, Laugh, Feast conferences have been gathering thousands of people to worship God, to celebrate His goodness, to hear from His Word in communities, in churches.
Carter!
And working together in businesses to turn back the tide in this land, where we are beginning to build again in the ruins Christendom. And in so doing, begin to build a new Christian culture. We'd love to have you join us at the Fight, Laugh, Feast conference.
This is the proposal. Look at that cross in the background. Epic picture. Wonderful.
That's at the after party.
Yeah. So good. Look at kids there. 12 o'clock at night.
Y'all better sing.
I know.
So good.
Gives me the chills.
So that was last year.
And then now we're going to be in Fort Worth, Texas.
Fort Worth, Texas.
And we wanted it because a number of you guys are probably going to be listening to the show on the way to the onto the way to the conference in Fort Worth, Texas. And so we wanted to just briefly run you through what's happening at the Fort Worth conference. And so we get there Tuesday night. Toby, you'll get there on Wednesday. Yep. We have a corporate VIP dinner actually at Billy Bob's on Wednesday night. Pretty fun, full house. There is going to be a mechanical bull there. Okay.
Don't look at me.
Knox, get ready. Gonna ride it.
Knox, get ready.
Ready.
I don't do bulls.
We didn't get him on a camel. We're getting him on a mechanical bull.
I don't do them.
And then Thursday we have the pre-business conference. And the pre-business conference, we got 3 speakers. We got Isaac Botkin, T-Rex.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We got
Finally.
Kevin Freeman, yeah. Economic War Room, Blaze TV. And then we got David Reese. I talked to David Reese and confirmed that today. If the reason why I was actually going to do a talk, but then you mentioned David Reese, and it just brought back. I did this so helpful interview with David Reese on Business Makers last 8 months ago or something, a year ago. Yeah. And it was on just like how to work with banks, how to buy companies, it's so good and practical.
Raising capital.
It's going to be amazing. You definitely want to go if you're not signed up. Can they still sign up?
They can still sign up. They can still sign up until I think Tuesday. Okay. And then after Tuesday, they'll be able to sign up on the door. So
the show is going live on Tuesday.
This show will go. Yeah. So after today, you just now need to sign up at the door.
But you can go to the door,
and there'll be plenty
if you're there early, you can go to the pre-business conference.
Pre-business conference
Thursday night, beer and psalms.
Beer and psalms is actually in house. What we did this year, every year is different. I know every year is different. You can go if you want. Me, Knox
just finish the schedule.
I want to leave with him.
You can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't leave me.
Thursday night, Beer and Psalms. We actually opened it up to the public, to everybody Thursday night at 5:30 to 8:30 is Beer and Psalms. So if you're in Dallas-Fort Worth area and you want to show up to Will Rogers Event Center, Texas building, Texas Hall, Beer and Psalms is actually beverages and food are for purchase. So we could easily turn it and make it open and public to everybody. Toby, have a good one, man. We'll see you on.
Don't leave me.
We'll see
you.
Don't
leave me.
Don't go.
No. Dang it.
And so anybody can show up. It's Reformation night.
Yes.
All the booths and vendors will have candy. You better bring your cowboy hat and cowboy boots. I'm going to be wearing mine that night.
I don't have anything, so maybe I can grab me something.
I'll get you one or something. Yeah, grab you something while you're there.
So everything really kicks off though that
Thursday night, and then we have the after party. The after party is at my friend's. My friend's got a little event center.
Didn't we go there before?
Yeah. We did our live show. We did our live show there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, great spot.
We did a rally.
Our buddy is bringing his food trucks,
the Vintage Rail,
and the Vintage Rail. That's where it's going to be at, and just a fantastic little event center. It'll go from the after party goes from about 8:45 to probably. I mean, I'll kick everybody out 12 o'clock. It's done. Midnight, we're done. We're going to bed. Midnight. But that's a great time. There'll be cigars for sale from 1689. Pete Ricketts will have his cigar shop there too.
Yeah, that's great.
And so
I buy a bunch of stuff from him every time he comes.
Pete Ricketts will be there selling cigars too. Free beer and wine donated by my buddy, which I'll announce on Thursday. And then it's only 2 miles from the event center. Very easy to get there. A lot of fun. That's the after party. We'll sing a little bit. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Yep.
All day Friday. Talks start at 8:30 in the morning.
I just want to say, Pastor Toby kicks it off with the first talk, and his talk is how to be a real American. I can't wait for that. When he left before, I wanted to ask him, like, give me a little teaser. Then we got session 2, George Grant, Can These Dead Bones Live? Is revival just going to break out right there?
I hope so.
We just need a little.
I pray it does. We need a little charismatic anointing happening.
I was thinking like we put some little sawdust, that little sawdust right down at the bottom there.
You start walking up with your money at the stage.
Yeah. We need like an on ramp and an off ramp so you can tent revival. People can get saved all over again and put some anointing oil on them. Session 3 is Dusty Devers, the tyrant or the tyranny of autonomy.
Yep.
It's going to be good. Oh, that was a good show you guys did the other day too on taxes with him and Steve.
With Dusty and Steve. Yeah.
Yeah. Then we have Session 4 with James White, tearing down the high places of secularism. James White has been on one, and so I expect fire to come out of his hand. Then we got the Q&A after that. Then, of course, the dinner break, Session 5. Pastor Wilson's closing us out that first day of the conference with Bastard Nation. So that should be really good. And then there's a singles gathering afterward, Gabe.
Which will announce the location and everything on Friday.
Yep. So there is a whole list of everything that's going on at the conference at prodigalamerica.com.
Yep.
But you can watch the conference if you decide to. If you go to prodigalamerica.com and put in your email, you'll be able to watch the whole conference for free. It's a lovely price, so you should do it. But also, you should come. You should still come. It's not that you got a couple days still. You can take a day drive and be there and sign up. Prodigalamerica.com. Come to the conference. We'd love to see you there. I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the fellowship. I'm looking forward to hanging out with my brothers and sisters. Seems like a little family reunion.
I'm looking forward to all the details of the planning being done.
Yes, you're ready to go ahead and engage the whole thing.
I was telling my staff today. I was like, I'm trying to still care about the details.
Yeah. Well, at some point, you just got to give it up and I'm just ready to have a good time.
Yeah, that's
It's one of the best things that we do, and especially right before election time. I can't wait for the live show because we're going to talk about all of that. So, if you're single, get married. If you're married, have you some kids, and if you have kids, go baptize them. Until, later, love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Love your neighbor as yourself. Go fight, laugh, and feast. ProdigalAmerica.com. This is CrossPolitic. It's gonna be fun.